3 hits and 2 RBI in the loss. Mike Tauchman, 2 hits. He also scored twice. Kyle Hendricks drops to 0-3. He got yanked after 4 innings, giving up 4 runs and 6 hits. Baseball on Sunday, another ugly loss for the White Sox. This time 8-2 the final at Philadelphia. The Phillies have won 6 in a row and completed a 3-game sweep of the Sox. They're off to a franchise worst 3-18 start to the season. They've lost 9 of their last 10. Spencer Turnbull carried a no-hit bid into the 7th. The NFL draft gets underway this Thursday. The draft being held in Detroit this year. The Bears have the top overall selection, barring any trades. They're expected to pick Caleb Williams out of USC. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Hey there, you in aisle 2. I see you by the fiber and laxatives. You still using those to manage your constipation with belly pain? If your symptoms keep coming back, you may have irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. So you may need more than over-the-counter treatments to manage it. Ask your doctor about how Linzess can help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800.
Hide out with friends at Galati's Hideaway in Cary. It's the perfect place for lunch, dinner, and specialty drinks. Check out their sports bar for the best spot to watch games. Try Galati's Dining Room for a relaxing night of dining on their signature Italian dishes. Try their great pizza or the Build Your Own Burger. Galati's Hideaway also has a large variety of entree favorites like prime filet, steak kebabs, salmon, and ribs. Book your party in their banquet room. Visit Galati'sHideaway.com.
A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittle.italy.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
It's 12:07 here at WRMN on this, your Monday afternoon, and it's a beautiful day. We're now at 64 degrees. Man, the temperature has skyrocketed over the first several hours of this day. Every time I look, it's a couple of degrees higher. 64 right now with fair skies. The sour winds are out of the southwest at 15 miles an hour. And we're going to top out at about 67 in just a little while. WRMN News Time is 12:06. I will check on some local news that I have been tracking for the last 24 hours or so. And let's take a look at some other local news right now.
With your WDNY AM News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Sky Rizzy. Explore proven results with Sky Rizzy. Nearly 700 runners lacing up their running shoes for the Rochester River Run Walk 5K this past Sunday, showcasing their support for organ transplant patients at Strong Memorial Hospital. The scenic run along the Genesee River is not just a race, but a vital fundraiser, having garnered more than $330,000 since its inception in 2001.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited. Call now.
800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. That's 800-760-1845.
It's heating up at El Diablo Cantina, located by Spring Hill Mall at 113 Southwestern in Carpentersville. Fuel up with authentic recipes from all over Mexico, made fresh daily. Cocktails using the freshest fruits, or your choice of many craft beers go great with the delicious menu. After you fill up with dinner, hit the dance floor and dance the night away with the sizzling salsa dancing on Latin Saturdays, where DJs play the hottest hits. Visit eldiablocantina.com today.
Come see the only train-themed restaurant where all the seating is on the tracks. Two Toots Train Whistle Grill on Main Street in both Bartlett and Glen Ellen is always fun and always fresh. Two Toots Train Whistle Grill serves 100% grass-fed beef hot dogs and burgers. There's also chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, and more, all loaded up on 2 Lionel O-scale trains and delivered directly to your seat. No one sits away from the fun, regardless of age. When a train arrives delivering your food, you'll smile ear to ear. Visit twotoots.com.
It is 12:09 here at WRMN. It's Out to Lunch, hour 1 of this 2-hour saga that takes us to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when we'll have Straight Money Talk today. Fair skies and 64 degrees outside. We'll go ahead and start this hour by catching up on the Fox Valley forecast for the entire week. Going to be a little bit of a seesaw battle this week. 64 right now. Winds are out of the southwest at 16 miles per hour. And for the rest of the day, enjoy the sunshine, because later in the day, I guess we're going to have some building clouds. At a high of about 67, breezy throughout this spring day today. Tonight, a slight chance of a shower. Only about a 20% chance with a low of 50. And then for tomorrow, a slight chance of a shower in the afternoon. Then the chances of showers build. Later in the day tomorrow, about a 60% chance of precipitation. Tomorrow's high, 69 degrees. Tomorrow night, showers are likely, a 60% chance. And it's going to get cold tomorrow night. We have a cold front coming through. And that'll drop our temperature from 69 tomorrow all the way to 35 tomorrow night. For Wednesday, sunshine with a high of 51 degrees. That'll be on Wednesday, a high on Wednesday of only 51 degrees.
Wow.
I know, right? 51 Wednesday.
Wow.
Thanks for joining me, wow guy. Wednesday night, widespread frost back in the picture once again as we drop to a low of 32 degrees for Wednesday night.
Wow.
Thursday, a little widespread frost early, then otherwise sunny. Things bounce back a bit to 61 degrees for Thursday. It's going to get warmer and warmer. After a low of 45 on Thursday night, we're looking at Friday. Showers, mostly cloudy with a high of 67, and it looks like off and on kind of a rainy spring-like weekend with quite a bit of moisture between Friday and Sunday. It's not giving me the rain chances yet, but Friday showers with a high of 67, showers on Friday night, and then showers and possibly a thunderstorm Saturday, mostly cloudy with a high of 74. We've got a 5K run, the home run 5K coming up on Saturday. Hopefully we can keep it dry through that. I'll be telling you a little bit about that with First Shift 411 coming up here in a few minutes when we share some information about some upcoming events in the area. So Saturday, 74 with showers and possibly a thunderstorm. More showers likely Saturday night with a low of 60, a very warm overnight low. And then Sunday, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm with a high of 73. Right now, we are sitting at 64 and fair skies on this Out to Lunch show. And we are on YouTube. Let me bring up the chat room just to make sure I have that available. So we can chat a bit this hour. If you want to say, hey, you can. We are live on YouTube, and I just hit the first chat of the hour. So we're at WRMN Radio on YouTube if you want to jump in. Phone lines are all also open. And we had some issues with you being able to hear Larry and myself this morning on the phones. We, I think, have that rectified now. So if you want to call during the noon hour today, either for make a Tradio call or just to say, hey, you can do that at 847-931-1410. Keeping an eye out the window here on Douglas Avenue, and I'm looking at a nice sunny day so far. As I mentioned, the high of 64. That's where we are right now. All right, let's check a few news stories here in the area, and I'll get to some first shift 411 in a little bit. One of the stories that Larry and I did talk about this morning, Larry Jones joins me Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 7 and 9 in the morning, but Larry will be out on Wednesday getting some eye surgery done. Should be the final bit of eye surgery for Larry. He's been going through some issues with his eyes here for about a month now, getting the cataracts surgery taken care of. And so he'll miss Wednesday morning show. We'll have Larry back on Friday. So it'll be you and me for the next 3 days. We can schedule guests or do whatever. But in the news, Bartlett, out of control. I got 2 Bartlett stories. What's going on in Bartlett? Was it a bad nightmare? You ever wake up from a nightmare and you go, ooh, thank God that didn't really happen. I bet this guy has been doing that for the last couple of days. I think he violated every law in the book. Allegedly. A Bartlett man facing several charges after authorities say, basically, he went crazy and he was intoxicated. He fled his home when police were called for a domestic disturbance on Saturday. It was at 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. He slammed his pickup truck into a patrol vehicle as he escaped, and then he crashed into 2 different homes about a mile away. Dude's name is Jermaine Brenner, 41 years old, charged with felonies, including aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, criminal damage to government property, criminal damage to property in general. Squad car was the government property, people's houses, property in general. Jermaine also faces misdemeanor charges of domestic battery, driving under the influence of alcohol, reckless driving, leaving the scene of an accident, driving while license revoked, and attempted fleeing, as well as several traffic citations, just for good measure. According to police, officers were called about 4 o'clock in the morning Saturday to a reported domestic disturbance at a home on the 1000 block of Valewood Drive. When they arrived, Brenner left in a 2009 Chevy Silverado. He drove through the front yard to leave. They had the driveway blocked, I guess. And when he was leaving through the front yard, he struck a marked police vehicle on his way out. Then a short time later, officers responded to the 900 block of Balsam Lane in Bartlett after a vehicle matching the description of Brenner's crashed into a single-family home. Police say Brenner lost control of his truck, you think? He struck a tree in front of the house, and then he crashed into the residence, damaging a vehicle parked inside the garage. Brenner's vehicle continued through the garage before crashing into the side of the home next door. So he hit 2 houses. Boy, his truck did a pretty good job of staying running through all that. Brenner's vehicle continued through the garage, crashed into the side of the home next door. Then he attempted to get out and run. He was quickly located in the neighborhood and taken into custody. A firearm subsequently was found in Brenner's vehicle. No one in either residence was injured. Crash caused the garage of the first home to collapse and left the residence uninhabitable, authorities said. Brenner remained in custody Sunday, awaiting a detention hearing, which I guess he had on Monday this morning, in DuPage County Court. That's a Bartlett meltdown number 1. It's actually Bartlett meltdown number 2 because number 1 happened last week. Here's the second story, which I guess actually happened first. It was a spit and split. A spit and run. Actually, the person didn't run, though. It just seemed like a good title. Spit and split, or a spit and run. A Bartlett resident who reportedly came to the village's police station to make a complaint was charged with aggravated battery to a peace officer, also driving under the influence of alcohol, and resisting arrest while she was there. Lynn Durking, who is 60 years old, was charged with a Class 3 felony for aggravated battery, spitting, while the other two charges were Class A misdemeanors. According to Bartlett Police, an officer was sent to the lobby of the police station at about 5:50 p.m. This was 5:50 p.m. last Tuesday. And to meet with Durking, Lynn had come to register a complaint. But Lynn was drunk when she showed up at the police station. Police have accused Durking of being intoxicated during her drive to the station that day, so she was drunk, and she decided it was a good idea to make a complaint, so she drove drunk to the police station. Well, we got some real winners in these crime times today. Bartlett also accused Durking of spitting on a police officer and then resisting arrest. Never a good move, I don't think, to spit on anybody, let alone a police officer. That doesn't work so well for you, especially when you spit at the cops. Durking was on pretrial release with an assigned court appearance at 9 a.m. Friday at the Cook County Courthouse in Rolling Meadows, which she failed to attend. So she was released on pretrial release after all of this last Tuesday at the Bartlett Police Station. She was supposed to go to court Friday morning in Rolling Meadows, and she didn't show up. I wonder where she is now. We need a follow-up on that story. Lynn Durking. Is she running from the law now? 12:20 here at WRMN. Sunshine here on this Monday. There's a couple of early crime time stories for you. Well, Northwest Wes staying positive with us. He is with us here on the lunch hour today on YouTube. And he says, good afternoon, lunch shifters. The audio is greatly improved from this morning. And this morning came in a hurry. And it was nice just to have enough set up to be able to do the radio broadcast today, but we hadn't had a chance to do much fine-tuning. Sonar's been doing some fine-tuning since the end of the morning show today, so things are better, quite a bit better now, and will continue to get better and better. Thanks for letting us know, Northwest West. 12:20 here at WRMN. Coming up, let's see what I'll do. Some more news stories in just a moment. We'll check some First Shift 411. I'll let you know what's happening on the radio shopping show coming up this hour, too. Phone calls are always welcome if you want to place a Tradio call. You can call Matt in Redemption if you want to place a radio shopping show order at 847-741-7700. He's over there right now, 847-741-7700. It's hour one of Out to Lunch right here on WRMN. We'll be right back. It's always exciting to hear Elgin business owners like Tanner Melvin of Side Street Studios share positivity about the local community.
Elgin is on its way, and it has been, and sometimes, we got set back, the pandemic, and it's been rough. Everyone has felt it, and in so many different ways. What we're trying to do is a lot of hand-holding and shoulder rubbing and being like, it's okay, it's okay. Mm-hmm. We're trying to get this town a lot more money. We're very lucky to live in this community right now. There's nothing like this around here.
Feel the positive power of the First Shift with me, Marky B, weekday mornings on WRMN.
It's easier than you think for pests to threaten your family's health. Ticks, which spread dangerous diseases, hide in tall grasses and even on your pets. Rodents easily invade your home, contaminate food, and can carry more than 35 diseases. Mosquitoes, which breed in standing water, transmit many diseases. Get the facts you need to protect your family at pestworld.org. It's that easy. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. Twin Zeros restaurant in Harwood Heights not only serves traditional gyros, but also has chicken gyro sandwiches. Twin Zeros also serves a variety of sandwiches ranging from cheeseburgers and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame, Italian beef, Italian sausage, and combo sandwiches, to ethnic favorites such as Slovaki and Grecian chicken. Slovaki is shish kebabs, specifically chicken or pork shish kebabs, grilled to perfection, served on a warm pita with tomatoes, onions, and our homemade tzatziki sauce. You can also enjoy barbecue ribs served every day. Twins is open 7 days a week and also delivers locally. Located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's twinzeros.com.
You never know what or who you'll hear from on the first shift with me, Marky B. Like Tim Skoning, a WRMN news reporter back in the 1960s.
The jingles you all played, they were purchased by Dick Sutter. He was at some radio convention. He came back with this reel. I remember them playing that in the studio. We were so excited. We thought we were network now. And it's the same jingles today.
That's great.
Every time I hear them, I get excited about it.
I'm sure.
It's a lot of fun.
Fun times on the first shift, right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Twin Zeros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Gyros has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois.
Hey parents, are you searching for the ultimate spring break and summer solution for your kids? Look no further than Adrenaline Monkeys Adventure Camp in West Dundee. The week-long camps are ideal for ages 5 through 12. They're packed with exciting activities like obstacle courses, climbing, and educational demos. Look for full or half-day options to keep your kids active and engaged. Enroll now for spring break and summer 2024 at adrenalinemonkeyfun.com/WD and transform their time off into unforgettable adventures.
For an absolutely amazing meal and attentive smiling staff, try Red Ox Restaurant and Bar in Hampshire. They have a delicious Friday night fish fry. There's so many great dishes on the menu that'll keep you returning. Try their savory French onion soup. Then for your main course, choose from a wide variety of steaks and chops, fried chicken, shrimp, or juicy prime rib, done just the way you like it. Red Ox also has daily specials and a full bar for you and your friends. Visit redoxhampshire.com today.
That's better. Welcome back. Welcome back to the noon hour, out to lunch here at WRMN on a Monday. Sunshine outside today, and current temperature about 65 degrees. And we're heading for a high of about 67. Going to stay dry today. A little rain in the forecast tomorrow late in the day and tomorrow night. And then a chilly day on Wednesday with a high of only 51. It looks like a very springy weekend coming up this weekend. Warm and rainy at the same time. Temperatures in the 70s on Saturday and Sunday. 74 for Saturday and 73 for Sunday. But rain in the forecast possible for both of those days, at least at some point. 1227 here at WRMN on this Monday. Checking some news stories for now. And let's see. This was a sad story that we never did get to this morning, but another Chicago police officer has been shot. He was not in the line of duty this time, but shot anyway while he was off duty. Let me see. Let me get me back on YouTube here real quick. There we go. And now on with the story. An off-duty Chicago police officer shot to death early Sunday morning in Gage Park on the southwest side in what sources described as an apparent carjacking. Officers responded to a shot spotter alert at about 2:55 a.m. and they found Officer Luis Huesca with multiple gunshot wounds in the 3100 block of West 56th Street, according to a police spokesman. Huesca, only 30 years old, Luis Huesca, driving home from work in his police uniform when he was shot. This, according to Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling. The wounded officer was taken to University of Chicago Medical Center and pronounced dead at the University of Chicago Medical Center. So 30 years old and maybe an apparent carjacking, but the officer apparently had his uniform on. Sad situation. 1228 here at WRMN. In other news, let's see. We have a fire over the weekend at the Dog and Sons in Grays Lake. Ever been to a Dog and Sons? Dog and Suds, rather. Not Dog and Sons. Dog and Suds. Fire of an undetermined cause early Saturday caused $120,000 in damage to the Dog and Suds drive-in restaurant in Grays Lake. Police responding to a burglar alarm about 3:43 a.m. early Saturday morning saw smoke-stained windows and high heat coming from the building at 454 Center Street, according to a news release from the Grays Lake Fire District. Firefighters called to the scene, located the main body of the fire in the rear of the building, and extinguished it in about 20 minutes. The fire is not considered suspicious in nature, according to the district. Gurnee and Round Lake departments provided fire and paramedic coverage as Grays Lake crews worked to extinguish the fire and overhaul the building. No injuries were reported. The interior sustained serious damage and is closed until further notice, but will, in all caps, return, according to a post on its Facebook site. The Grays Lake store, Dog and Suds, is original and opened back in 1963, a remnant of the drive-in culture of the 1950s and 60s. It's one of the few remaining Dog and Suds in Illinois. There are also Dog and Suds locations in Ingleside in Lake County and also in Richmond in McHenry County. So looks like the Dog and Suds locations that we have here in Illinois are a little bit north of or on the northern edge of the Fox River Valley, I should say. 1231 here at WRMN. This is Out to Lunch. Don't forget, our Redemption Center is open. If you want to come and see us, you can. Matt is in Redemption. And you can call him to place an order on the shop show at 847-741-7700. That's 847-741-7700. Today on the Radio Shopping Show, we are offering what we offered on Friday. Our website was undergoing some construction on Friday, so you may not have seen what we had going Friday, so we decided to do it again today. The Friday freebie was unable to be viewed because it was, but it was a fun new offer, so why not play it again today? Fill your cup, it says here on the Radio Shopping Show. Work on having your cup half full. Today, the more you shop, the more you save. Spend $20 on the Radio Shopping Show today, and you earn a $5 certificate for free. A $5 item for free. Spend $25 on the Radio Shopping Show today, and you get a $10 item for free. And spend $30 today on the Radio Shopping Show to choose any $20 item for free. So it's not just something assigned to you. You are able to choose your item at that level of value. Spend $30 and get a $20 item for free. It does exclude new products. Fill up your cup on the Radio Shopping Show today. Don't forget, Boomers Baseball is not too far from being around. Bring on the boom. Schaumburg Boomers' first home game of the season is coming up on May 13th. And we'll be selling some tickets to Boomers games and probably some other Boomers things throughout the course of the season right here on WRMN, home of the Radio Shopping Show. The talk of the town, the voice of the valley. 12:33 here at WRMN as we make it through a Monday. Just trying to make it through a Monday today. It's about the best we can do. Glenn Campbell.
I've been walking these streets so long, singing the same old song. I know every crack in these dirty sidewalks of Broadway, where hustle's the name of the game, and nice guys get washed away like the snow and the rain. There's been a load of compromising on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me, like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone.
Glenn Campbell would have celebrated a birthday today.
Well, I really don't.
Country singer, songwriter, TV presenter.
And a smile,
His hits included By the Time I Get to Phoenix,
but you're down when you're riding
Wichita Lineman, and Rhinestone Cowboy. As a session musician back in the 1960s, Campbell worked with Bobby Darin, Ricky Nelson, the Monkees, Elvis, Frank Sinatra. His guitar playing can be heard on Strangers in the Night by Frank Sinatra, You Lost That Loving Feeling by the Righteous Brothers, and I'm a Believer by the Monkees. Glenn Campbell became a patient at an Alzheimer's long-term care and treatment facility in 2014, died at the age of 81 in 2017.
like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo. Rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone.
That's right. Glenn Campbell would have been 88 years old today. It's hour one of Out to Lunch. It's 12:36. Coming back, I'll have some first shift 411 for you. We didn't really get a chance to talk about events coming up in the area this morning during the first shift, so I'll do that in just a moment as Out to Lunch continues here at WRMN on this Monday. Sunshine and 65 degrees outside.
The Elgin Police Department is partnering with the Illinois Department of Transportation, the Illinois State Police, and more than 200 local law enforcement agencies to step up enforcement efforts across the state in recognition of Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Throughout April, motorists can expect increased patrols looking for texting and driving as well as other traffic violations. Between 2012 and 2021, approximately 32,000 lives were lost in crashes involving distracted drivers. Everyone has the potential for distracted driving crashes, but those between the ages of 16 and 24 are especially at risk. If you need to text, pull over to a safe location. Or if you have a passenger, consider appointing a designated texter. Whatever the solution, don't text and drive. In Illinois, using your phone in anything other than a hands-free mode is not only dangerous, but it's also illegal. The Illinois Distracted Driving Campaign is funded with federal traffic safety funds administered by IDOT.
When you need your banker, they should be ready to put you first. At Wintrust, you can have the banking experience you need and the one you deserve. Ready for a change? We've made it even easier. Our new sophisticated online platform makes opening accounts a breeze, but our bankers are always here for you. Open a new Total Access checking account in minutes at wintrust.com/fast. Plus, get $300.
$100 required to open. Requirements to qualify. Must use link to apply.
Member FDIC.
We are Lions International, the world's largest service organization. We are volunteers committed to strengthening our communities and supporting those in need, one act of kindness at a time. For more than a century, Lions have been serving a world in need, right here in our community and around the world. Lions International makes the impossible possible. This is your invitation to join us, because the only thing missing from our mission to make a difference is you. Visit lionsclub.org to find a local Lions Club near you.
If you are 50 years and older, you are welcome to join Elgin State Bank's sponsored movie days at Elgin Marcus Theater. It will always be on the second Thursday of each month. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. At 9 a.m., you will hear a very brief message from Sherry Aschenbrenner about upcoming senior events, and movies will begin at approximately 9:30 a.m. Coffee and a donut is complimentary. You can always call the movie theater hotline number of 847-888-7976 to find out what movies are playing each month. The cost is $3 if you are a member of Elgin State Bank, meaning you have an account there, and $5 if you are a non-member. And for more senior information, catch Sherry's Senior Showcase on the third Tuesday of every month at 9:15 a.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM, 866-509-TERM, 866-509-TERM.
Experts say regular auto maintenance is one of the most important things for your car. Meineke Car Care Center at 376 Sundown Road in South Elgin covers all your automotive needs. From oil changes, brake services, and emission testing, Meineke's expert staff provides hard work and dedication with the utmost professionalism. Need an oil change? Visit Meineke in South Elgin for their 23-point inspection. Call 847-888-9644. Welcome back to Out to Lunch. Talked about Glenn Campbell celebrating a birthday today. So is Peter Frampton. Peter Frampton is still coming alive at the age of 74. This was from the album Frampton Comes Alive, a huge album. British-American rock musician. He was with The Herd. He had a 1968 UK number 5 single, I Don't Want Our Loving to Die, with Humble Pie, another band that Peter Frampton was with, and then he went solo.
Woke up this morning with a wine glass in my hand. Whose wine? What wine? Where the hell did I die? Must have been a dream. I don't believe where I've been. Come on, let's do it again.
And he had a number 10 solo hit in the UK, Show Me the Way, taken from his live release, Frampton Comes Alive. Frampton has worked with David Bowie, George Harrison, and Harry Nilsson, known for his work as a guitar player and particularly with a talk box. Peter Frampton, the song rocks. Do You Feel Like I Feel? Here we go, one more time. Peter Frampton, 74 years old today. Out to lunch here at WRMN. Taking you through it. Hello, Certified, and thanks for listening on YouTube today. We are on YouTube and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Crazy Kathy says love. Love, love, love. Good thing to feel. On a Monday, any day really. Today is Monday, April the 19th. No, it's not. It's Monday, April the 22nd. What do I know? Monday, April the 22nd, it is Earth Day. It was Friday, April 19th. I'm lost in the past. Let's see, what else is going on? I have some First Shift 411 today. The other dumb daily holidays of today, if you will, which Earth Day is not. But it is April Showers Day. No April showers today here in the Fox River Valley, but we do have some on the way. As this weekend looks like it'll be very April-y with off and on rain possible throughout the morning. The proverb, March winds and April showers bring forth May flowers, dating back to 1886, and the line, sweet April showers do spring May flowers. Do spring May flowers, written in a poem back in 1610, form the basis of a phrase now commonly heard, April showers bring May flowers. It may stem from Chaucer, who centuries earlier in the general prologue, the first part of the Canterbury Tales, wrote, Wan than April, with his showers, suit the drought of March, hath perfect to the root. Huh? Forget about Chaucer. What I get for trying to read Chaucer. 12:44 here at WRMN. All right, forget about Chaucer. Next, April showers bring May flowers. And I think we're going to have a lot of May flowers this year because I had heard a few weeks back that this was supposed to be a pretty rainy spring. And I would say so far it's kind of living up to it. And this week's going to live up to it a little bit more with a little rain in tomorrow afternoon and evening's forecast, and then rain coming up over the weekend, off and on shots of showers and thunderstorms Friday through Sunday of this week. 12:45 here at WRMN. Let's see. It also is In God We Trust Day today. On April 22nd, 1864, Congress passed an act allowing for In God We Trust to begin appearing on U.S. coins. On this date back in 64. Yes, 1864. The same year, it appeared on the newly minted 2-cent piece and was soon used on other coins. Then, March 3rd, 1865, an act instructed the U.S. Mint to put it on all gold and silver coins. The Coinage Act of 1873 said it could be emblazoned on other coins as well. From 1864 until 1938, it appeared on various coins for different periods of time. Since 1938, it has appeared on all coins. It has been on the penny since 1909, the dime since 1916, and on all gold coins, silver dollars, half dollars, and quarter dollars coins since 1908. It's also the official motto of the United States. In God we trust. 12:46 here at WRMN. All right, let's see. Well, coming up this Saturday, if you want to do a little bowling, I think I'm going to bowl in this fundraiser Saturday night. Dundee Township. The Dundee Township Republicans organization is holding a bowling fundraiser. It's this Saturday at Liberty Lanes in Carpenters, Vegas at 115 L.W. Bessinger Drive. Bring a partner, bring your family, everybody's welcome. Scotch doubles bowling will take place, $25 a person. There will be a 4:30 in the afternoon check-in. From 5 until 6, they'll have food and drinks, food and snacks, that is. Drinks will be available the whole time, I'm sure. From 6 until 8, it's bowling. Cash bar, raffles, and prizes, all a part of this event. So if you want to meet some people, maybe get involved in the local Republican Party up in the Dundee Township, or even if you're from around here, everybody's welcome. RSVP to Christina at 630-708-8369. That's 630-708-8369. And that's happening this Saturday night. 1248 here at WRMN. Last week we had Jerry Christofferson in, and Jerry was great, as he always is. He is very active with True Patriots Care. He heads up that organization. And American Legion Post 679 and True Patriots Care is presenting The Wall That Heals. It's a Vietnam Veterans Memorial Replica and Mobile Education Center. The program of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. And it's taking place at Randall Oaks Park in West Dundee, May the 24th through the 27th. That's Friday through Monday, Monday being Memorial Day, May the 27th. The Wall That Heals. For more information, go to wallthathealsdundee.com. That's wallthathealsdundee.com. Make plans. It's going to be open 24 hours a day once it does get open. And on the Wednesday, the 23rd, they are actually going to have a little parade that takes the truck, the wall, all the way through several different suburbs and ends up at the Randall Oaks Park in West Dundee. And it all starts in Woodstock. So to find out more about getting involved with that, if you want to be a part of either being in the parade itself or just knowing where it's going to go so that you can line up alongside the street, that should be very, very patriotic and very good. Good for young people to learn about Vietnam, and good for Vietnam veterans to be honored as they should be. 1249 here at WRMN. All right, what else is happening? Let's see. Coming up this Wednesday, if you're looking for a little midday entertainment, the Elgin Township is hosting a special event. If you have the Senior Access Pass, then go to the Elgin Township. If you don't have a Senior Access Pass, call and get one at 847-741-2045. That's the number for the Elgin Township. 847-741-2045. Wednesday, they're going to have something called the Vito Zatto Show. It's a Senior Access Pass holder event. Vito apparently is the ultimate showman. He's a vocalist, a comedian, and an impersonator all at the same time. And he'll be performing from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., so during the lunchtime hours. That's the day after tomorrow. So if you haven't RSVP'd yet, see if they have a spot for you. Call the Township Building today at 847-741-2045. That's 847-741-2045. Light refreshments will be served, so you will not have to have big muscles to hold them. They're very light. It's 12:51 here at WRMN. All right, let's see what else is happening here. A public notice from the Kane County Clerk's Office. John Cunningham checks in. Some call him Jack. He's the Kane County Clerk. He announced last week that a lottery for ballot placement on the November 5th, 2024 general election will be held. A lottery next Tuesday, April the 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Over at the Kane County Clerk's Office, Building B, at the Kane County Government Center at 719 South Batavia Avenue in Geneva. So if you're going to be a candidate for office in November, this might be something that you are interested in seeing. It's the lottery for ballot placement on this November's ballot for this November's election. And that again will be next Tuesday, 9 a.m. at the Kane County Clerk's Office, Building B. It is 12:52 here at WRMN. Good afternoon to the EPD, the Elgin Police Department. I'm not sure who that was. It just drove by, but thanks for the wave, officer. That might have been Officer Heather. I don't know. It didn't look like her to me, but maybe it was. If it was, maybe it was the shades that disguised her. 12:52 here at WRMN. All right, got a scam alert for you as we head down the home stretch today on some First Shift 411. The Federal Trade Commission is warning of new insights about imposter scams. Last year, people reported almost 500,000 business and government imposter scams directly to the FTC. These reports reveal 3 trends. Scammers are relying more on text or email messages to start their schemes, and less on phone calls. More on texts and more on emails and less on phone calls. Scammers are increasingly convincing people to send money through bank transfers or to pay with cryptocurrency. Scammers often impersonate more than one organization, like a business and a government agency. And these are the 5 most common imposter scams that some people described. Scammers send bogus alerts about suspicious activity or unauthorized charges on your account. Did you get a call or a text about a suspicious purchase on Amazon? It's a scam. All right, let's see. Scammers send you phony notices saying they're going to charge you hundreds of dollars to renew a subscription, often impersonating Best Buy's Geek Squad tech service support. Scammers also try to trick you into paying for things like fake discounts, bogus giveaways, or non-existent prizes. Scammers make bogus allegations implying you committed a crime, but then they claim they'll connect you with someone who will help you. To learn more about this intricate scheme, read Nevermore Your Money to Protect It. That's a scam. Read Nevermore Your Money to Protect It. I guess that's probably a link here, so it's hard for me to describe that on the radio. And then finally, scammers sent you fake delivery notifications, they do from time to time, to trick you into giving up your financial information, and they have been known to impersonate the United States Postal Service and FedEx. So bottom line, just be alert. The scammers are out there, and they're always trying to get you. And so don't let your guard down. Don't let your guard down, and if you think it might be a scam, probably is, so don't respond if you have any doubt whatsoever. I mentioned this at the top of the show, so I wanted to get this in before we get towards the end of the hour 1 of Out to Lunch. Save the date coming up this Saturday. It could be a rainy morning, but we're going to try to run in it. It is Pads of Elgin Home Run 5K. This Saturday morning, it starts at Festival Park. It's the Home Run 5K and 1 mile fun run. And it starts at 8:30 this Saturday morning at Festival Park in downtown Elgin. If you would like to find out more about it, go to padsofelgin.org. That's padsofelgin.org. And sign up. You can run or you can walk. It's the first of the trifecta of 5Ks. And it'll take place this Saturday morning. The second leg in the trifecta is the 47th Elgin Valley Foxtrot. There's a 10-mile race scheduled for June the 2nd and the 5K. That's the big Elgin race of the year. Takes place in Elgin Sunday, June the 2nd. It'll be the 47th consecutive Elgin Valley Foxtrot, which makes it one of the longest running and most popular running events in the region. Since 2020, the Kenyon Farms Runners, a local running group, have teamed with the Elgin Lions Club to stage the races. The events will include the traditional 10-mile and 5K runs, with both featuring scenic courses which incorporate a portion of the Fox River Trail and Judson University in Elgin. We'll be talking more about that, probably have an interview about it, or more than one interview about it over the next month or so. But first, let's run this weekend in the 5K, the Home Run 5K for Pads, which starts at Festival Park. Go to padsofelgin.org to find out more. 12:57 here at WRMN as we wind down hour 1 today of Out to Lunch. Don't forget, the Redemption Center is open. You can order right now by calling Matt at 847-741-7700. 847-741-7700, and between 3 and 6, you can order from him right here on the radio station at 847-931-1410. 847-931-1410. We've celebrated a couple of musicians' birthdays this hour. How about Paul Carrick? Paul Carrick was with this group, Mike and the Mechanics, and with Ace, a song called How Long? Remember that song? We'll wrap up this hour with some All I Need Is a Miracle.
I said, go if you wanna go. Stay if you wanna stay. I didn't care if you hung around me. I didn't care if you went away. And I know you were never right.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. No matter the time of the day, WRMN 1410 AM is your platform to voice your views, share your stories, and connect with the Valley like never before. We're more than just radio. We're a community conversation that's always live, always local, and always looking for your input. Want to chime in on the drive time deal with Matt McNeil? Got a hot tip for first shift with Marky B? Or maybe you've got a question for a one-on-one with Leah. Now's the time to make your voice heard by calling Studio 14 at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. You can join in the dialogue from wherever you are by commenting on our YouTube live streams at WRMN Radio. Hit the subscribe button to get notified when we go live and bring your comments to the table. It's easy, it's fun, and hey, it's what neighbors do. We talk, we listen, we engage. You're not just the audience, you're part of the show. Call in, comment, and let's make radio interactive. WRMN 1410 AM, where your words are part of our wavelength.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 1 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by the U.S. Postal Service. The Illinois Department of Transportation to hold a public hearing concerning the U.S. 20 ramps at Illinois Avenue and Lavoie Avenue in Elgin. The event, crucial for preliminary engineering and environmental studies, will adopt an open house format, allowing attendees to arrive and participate at their convenience anytime between 4 and 7 p.m. on Thursday, April 25th at the center of Elgin. The Elgin Police Department observing National Crime Victims' Rights Week, April 21st to the 27th. Communities across the nation rallying to support those affected by crime. In Elgin, the Illinois Social Services Unit is taking action by providing vital information on community resources. Get more at cityofelgin.org. Debate intensifying over the future of carbon pipelines in Illinois, a technology touted by some as essential for meeting carbon neutrality goals. Environmental groups, including the Sierra Club, are advocating for a moratorium on the pipelines until stricter safety guidelines are established by federal and state authorities. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Hi, this is Quentin.
And this is Brianna.
A little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips are how satisfying they are. The chicken strips are amazing. They're always filling, tender, and juicy. Definitely one of my favorite things on the menu.
My favorite thing is the last bite. The last bite is nice and juicy, and it's wrapped up in some crispy breading that keeps it nice and tasty. And being able to scoop up my Chick-fil-A sauce with it, it's just like the best part of the meal. It's an undefeated combo.
Order the chicken strips on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Take your family out or meet up with a friend for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Elgin IHOP, located at 101 Randall Road by the theater. They're open for dining 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Stop in at 3 p.m. for happy hour with discounted meal deals for early birds starting at just $6. You can choose from breakfast choices like the pancake sundaes or juicy burgers or maybe a classic burrito bowl. Check out the menu at ihop.com today.
This is Marky B inviting you to feel the power of the first shift.
To God be the glory, my brother. Thank you so much. You are such an inspiration to many of folk that's here in Elgin. I'm in West Dundee. I'm a Dundeeite now, not an Elginite anymore, but I love you. I can even give a number of prayers that we as a people continue to grow and to be there for one another. Please, people, let's get on board. Check on your neighbors, check on your friends, and just give an inspiration that life is worth living.
It's the first shift, weekday mornings from 6 until 10, right here on WRMN.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The Marlins doubled up the Cubs 6-3 at Wrigley. Chicago had won 6 of 8. Nico Horner had 3 hits and 2 RBI in the loss. Mike Tauchman, 2 hits. He also scored twice. Kyle Hendricks drops to 0-3. Got yanked after 4 innings, giving up 4 runs and 6 hits. Baseball on Sunday, another ugly loss for the White Sox. This time 8-2 the final at Philadelphia. The Phillies have won 6 in a row and completed a 3-game sweep of the Sox. They're off to a franchise worst 3-18 start to the season. They've lost 9 of their last 10. Spencer Turnbull carried a no-hit bid into the 7th. The NFL draft gets underway this Thursday. The draft being held in Detroit this year. The Bears have the top overall selection, barring any trades. They're expected to pick Caleb Williams out of USC. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Hey there, you in aisle 2. I see you by the fiber and laxatives. You still using those to manage your constipation with belly pain? If your symptoms keep coming back, you may have irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. So you may need more than over-the-counter treatments to manage it. Ask your doctor about how Linzess can help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Counterfeit products are popping up everywhere. Fake sneakers, fake cosmetics, and even fake pills. Crooks are selling counterfeit versions of just about everything. Last year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products were sold in the U.S. Sure, it may seem like saving a few bucks on the things you want isn't a big deal, but counterfeits are usually made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. And the money you've paid, it goes right into the hands of criminals and may support child labor, drugs, and even gangs. Smells like big crime to me. So if you still think buying fake products is harmless, think again. And remember, if you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart, buy smart. Go for real. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org. This message is brought to you by the United States Patent and Trademark Office and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Welcome, everybody, to WRMN 1410, Out to Lunch. That's right, Out to Lunch with WRMN. I apologize if I'm a little slow today. I spent most of the weekend rebuilding a studio, a fantastic studio. So nice, I put it in front of some windows, street front. Yeah, come and see it. Here at 14 Douglas, center of Fox River Valley. Out to Lunch with WRMN, that's where we like to take WRMN out to lunch to different places. We've been to places, don't say we haven't. Hello, how are you? Have a great day. We've been to places. We know people and things like that. We've been to the Elgin Public House. We've been to 360 Signs, whole bunch of different things. If you would like Out to Lunch to go visit you, Maybe you're a small business that wants us to just come out there and promote what you're doing. Maybe you just need a little bit of that boost with the old social medias. You can reach out to any of us, info@WRMN1410.com. Don't forget, WRMN is the talk of the town, the voice of the valley, and is the home of radio shopping. All of the deals that you can find at radio shopping, you can find them at WRMN1410.com. I apologize for lying to you, though. There are other places you can get deals, not just at WRMN1410.com. You can call the Redemption Center right now. That's 16 Douglas. So while you're next door, why don't you come check out the new studio? It's real nice. It's real nice. I would say so myself with it. The Redemption Center can be called at 847-741-7700. Lots of deals going on. We had restock last week. Still a lot of things that were over there. I think we had a little bit of trouble with the website. That's all back up. Everything's ready to go. And all of the deals that Matt McNeil is putting together can be listened to and participated with at 326, as my one sheet says. This one right here. This one. Thank you. Let you in on a little bit of lingo. Sorry about the audio mess ups and things like that earlier today, everybody. Hopefully we've cleaned most of those up. If you'd like to give me a call and test them out, that's 847-931-1410. 1410 because that is the AM dial. 1410 because that is what the rest of the branding goes into. And we want to be homogenous. We want to be the same thing. We want everything to be honky-dory. To help me with this honky-dory day, that would be my friend Derek. How are you today, sir?
I am doing.
Let me see if I can get the microphone. Which one are you? Go.
Hello.
There you are. You're 4.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be talking to everyone in the Fox Valley area.
Yeah.
Wasn't exactly expecting this, but hey, it's a Monday. You got to roll with the flow, and we're just doing it.
You wanted to come and visit into the studio. You heard we got a lot of cool things going on around here.
Yes, sir.
So I appreciate you coming in. I hope I'm a little bit more in your ears now. That wasn't too. Is that too bad? Yes, nope. Good. Sorry, we're testing some things. We still got some balancing that we need to do. That's what we call it. We call it balancing. I'm balancing the system, make sure nothing's heavy on one side or anything like that. We've got a lot of different terminologies in media and radio and things like that. Like what I say a lot of times is there's a reason why the Inuits have so many names for snow, because they just need it so much. They're with it so much. They're doing so much with it. It's such a big part of their life.
Well, with anything, there's a lot of terminology, especially in English. Mm-hmm. English being one of the toughest languages there is out there. Lot of different sayings for a lot of different things, mm-hmm. meaning a lot of different things. Sometimes good, true. Sometimes, I can't really get into the other side of
the
things.
art of the innuendo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why what I tell everybody is that's why we have so many words for commercials.
Sure.
Like commercials, spots, the break, messages.
Getting paid.
Yeah, exactly. No. We got to get those messages out to the people. Speaking of messages out to the people, Joanne Gibbons. Hello, Joanne. Thank you for being on. We're going to give you a nice wave. If you haven't noticed, we had to flip the cameras as well.
Well, I haven't really noticed a whole lot since this is the first time that I'm here, but I'll take your word for it. Because, as you've said, you've been putting in a lot of work trying to get the studio revamped and everything. Mm-hmm. And folks, let me tell you, Dennis is he's a little wackadoo today.
That's true.
He's just a little bit wackadoo.
That's true.
That's all right.
Very, very little sleep, but I wanted to break in the studio. That's really what I wanted to do, was break in the new thing that we got, and Mark got to do a lot of that too. But I let Mark be my test. What do they call it? The guinea pig?
Yeah, the guinea pig.
Yeah, I just let him fumble into it, and then I get to be the guy who comes and rescues him, right?
Sure.
No,
and
see,
then
that's mean. Mark is smart. Mark can figure it out. He's learned 2 systems since I've been doing everything around here.
And then I just happened to be walking in, and hey, let me take a tour of the studio, and then all of a sudden, hey folks, here I am.
Here I am.
So if you want to be on radio too, no, never mind.
Well, we keep telling everybody that this is a community hub. So when we're in Flux, when you want to be a part of it, when you want to come down to 14 Douglas, come on down. And not just like the weird prices, right? Like come on down, like and the carnival barker and all of the other things that are out there. It's just I don't know. I want to have a safe space for everyone type of thing. Like in the fact of like we all have messages, we all have something that we want to say.
Sure.
How do we get that out? Do we just shout into the darkness, into social media? Do we hire influencers? Take it back to just the communal conversation.
Ooh, and that is definitely something that is lacking in, I feel, my personal opinion is, I feel that stuff is definitely lacking in conversation, because truly going back to probably COVID in 2020, I think a lot of people, that were shut-ins. I was an essential worker, so I was out there doing it and everything. And coming out of it, it was one of those things where I noticed that people just forgot how to interact.
Yeah.
The fact that we're standing or sitting face to face, looking at one another and talking to one another and having this conversation is a beautiful thing. But I think technology and everything has definitely taken away from the face-to-face conversation that everyone has, because everyone's in their damn phones right now.
Yeah, well, we leaned into it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we got. It's trap a person in a room and give them a banana. Like, they're going to find all kinds of different things to do with that banana. So
Absolutely.
We got something 1,000 times better than it. And I know Leah's chuckling too, because she's thinking about all the fun things she can do with a banana. So that's all I'm saying is because the finger guns aspect of it too. That's what I always liked with the bananas, being able to like pull it out like a holster.
Okay.
Like you're
you're walking down the Western, you're ready to have, I mean, it is a little bit after 1 and everything, so we missed the high noon hour, the banana
guns. That's it. That's all I'm thinking about. It's fun. It's fun. Lori comes in. Happy from Ocala. Catherine. Hi, Sonar and Derek. Hey. Get some shout-outs.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Shout-outs in there. Ooh. Yeah. If you want to follow, if you're wondering where all these people are coming, it's not just in my head. They are on the YouTube. Not just in my head, if you notice. They're on the YouTube side, WRMN Radio, youtube.com/@WRMN Radio as we go. So not just a bunch of nonsense going on today. There are a few things that are happening in the world. Of course, Taylor Swift.
Swifties.
Taylor Swift, my goodness. I believe she broke her sales record because she released on Record Store Day.
Okay.
And in this time of all the record sales that are happening, she beat the record.
That she probably set.
Yeah, exactly. She beat her own record. Finally, this poor woman can achieve her dreams and become another billionaire.
Yeah. If she wasn't already a billionaire, she's already, last time I checked.
Oh, no, she is.
Oh, she's a billionaire now?
She has a larger economy than some countries.
I absolutely
She generates
believe that.
more money than some countries that are out there.
Well, with what was it? The Eras tour or the Arena tour? Her last tour.
Yeah, and 85 was the record that she broke when she released her own music, when she re-released her own album. This is the record that she just broke.
Oh, wow. Because I know with this past arena tour that she was doing, when she was taking a break from all the Kansas City Chiefs football games and everything out there, she was giving bonuses like crazy to all the people that were helping her.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I mean, she's giving it back, which is great because she's helping out the people that are helping her, and it just seems like she's really conscientious of that.
Steve Grasanich from News Nation gives us a little bit of a report.
The Tortured Poets Department sold 1.4 million copies in traditional album sales when it came out on Friday. That marks Swift's biggest sales week, barely beating her re-recorded 1989 album. Spotify announced the new album also had 300 million streams in a 24-hour period. That breaks the record that Swift set when her Midnights album came out.
Yeah.
Her new song Fortnight with Post Malone also set a record as the most streamed song in a single day. Steve Grasanich, News Nation.
Most streamed song in a single day. Did you get that?
300 million?
300 million.
Oh my!
Have you heard it yet? Have you been one of the people?
No, I have not.
Oh, see, now you better hurry because then you'll be in the minority real soon at that rate.
Oh, that's all right. I don't mind being late to the party. I'm late to the Taylor Swift bandwagon the way it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's a phenomenal artist, and some of her songs are bangers. But I mean, it's like, when something's popular, I kind of go in the other direction.
Okay.
I'll wait like a year or two if it's a popular show. Sopranos, still haven't seen the entire series.
I'm trying to get through it.
Yeah, and it's a big time commitment.
Oh, it's a slog. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll tell you one that's worth it in that same vein of HBO is Oz.
Oh,
Oz is a really good show.
That was a phenomenal show. I was watching that week to week when that was actually on HBO, and the streaming wasn't doing that.
So now, let's talk about streaming. Let's talk about it a little bit. You are not only in media and do media,
yes,
and all of the things that are there, media man with it. What is you also consume it? You're also a client, a member. So how do you think? Do you think her spreading everything out digitally, as far as like the movie theater streams and a few of the essentially producing her own movie?
Yep.
In this dry spell, do you think that's what's really tipped this off? Is what really kind of laid the groundwork for this with Post Malone and Fortnite and all that? I
can definitely see, because everyone's doing the streaming thing.
Yeah. And if you need help with that, you just info at WRMN 1410. By the way,
nice.
Plug it in.
With the millennials, the younger kids, everything's on YouTube, TikTok, hitting the microphone. So that's how everyone's consuming it these days, because of the shorter attention spans.
It's true.
And really, that's it. So she would go on there, TikTok, or one of the other platforms, because I found myself going down the Taylor Swift rabbit holes with all the the shorts, and which is what they call the short live streams or whatever. And it because you get 30 seconds, you get a minute and a half. And everyone's like, squirrel, 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 to where, if you don't have something that's that short, you just go ahead, you consume it like that. And if it's good enough, and let's be honest, I mean, it's from Taylor Swift, so it's probably, everything is produced phenomenally because she's got her own, production company. And media mogul marketing branch, everything taking over the world kind of deal. So get it out in front of them, it drops. Oh, it's interesting. I'll go ahead and I'll watch more of it. Oh, she's got her own Netflix special, the Eras Tour. She's got this, she's got that. I mean, during COVID, she put out another, I think it was like one of her first. I could be wrong, but she put out a studio album during COVID. And it was a Netflix special to where she went into all the collaborations with the different artists that she was, dealing with. And I mean, that was probably the first step, I think. I could be wrong.
Well, here's the thing. Making the content is part of the content. I mean, just look at all the behind the scenes and commentary DVDs. Look at Lord of the Rings itself. Like, you have a full 40-hour paycheck if you were to watch every single thing that was out there for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's 40 hours in a week. Like you'd have to take a lunch break, just union mandatory. Like, sorry, go eat your elven bread and your.
Yeah, we're having 5th lunches and 6 snacks, and I don't think he's aware that there's a thing as 6 snacks.
6 snacks at the union. We got.
I mean, you're talking about So you mentioned Lord of the Rings. It's it was like a 3.5 hour movie. They came back with the is it Peter Jackson? The director of it. I believe it's Peter Jackson. And then they come out with the director cut, which is 4.5 hours long. Yeah. And then you're telling me that there's 40 hours of behind the scenes
commentary and everything else.
Holy hell.
Oh yeah. So Taylor Swift, yes, is absolutely out there. Some TikTok numbers. Also, you're talking about 3 million or whatever you said
Something
the number
like that,
for the thing. Let's see here. TikTok's usage among social media marketers has already increased 15% year over year.
I
already
really believe it. There are so many different.
Go
ahead.
There are over 500 million active users.
Yep.
Right now, and I believe it's 90 minutes a week, like on average, if not more.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about right, because I know when I'm trying to go to sleep and I can't go to sleep, I kind of go down the rabbit hole.
Oh, I'm sorry. In TikTok's first year, it was 500 million.
Oh.
In 2004, or 24, sorry. 2024, it was the third most downloaded app with 128 million downloads.
Okay.
Craziness.
Yes.
It's over a billion. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean it's the juggernaut that's not going away. You thought that the internet was going to go away? Well, I mean, there were rumors and everything that the internet, back in the day wasn't going to go away. I mean, it was a fad. Kind of the way that they were thinking TikTok was going to be a fad.
Well, you still see those people that post internet, or Facebook is going to start charging you.
Sure.
Post this thing.
Well, they got to, they are a company. They got to make money somehow.
So here's the thing I want to bring up with our topic, and then we'll hit break close to the bottom. But what I want to bring up is the reason that they're having so much issue with TikTok. The government is having so much issue with TikTok, is how large that influence is, and how large that influence is from a company in general.
Okay.
And then also they're grabbing the data.
Yeah.
So my argument is, why are they not going after Taylor Swift for almost the exact same thing? Building the social media aspect of it, collecting data and information on her followers, and the biggest thing that the government doesn't like TikTok about, they can say all day it's this and it's all that. No, what they don't like is that it's a independent message system. Taylor Swift, remember with the political side, where all she said was go out and vote.
Yeah.
And people were terrified that she would say that.
I don't know. For me, that seems like it's a pretty harmless message.
It is.
Go out and vote. I mean, it is our democratic right, our democratic necessity. to elect the people in power.
So is it our democratic right to have a thing like TikTok that anybody can send any message to you regardless of its harm or help or factuality or anything like that?
I'll liken it to a few of the text messages that I've received over the last few months, where I'm getting messages from Nancy Pelosi's party out in California. I'm getting messages from a governor who I can't even remember the name of in Michigan. Oh, the Republicans are ruining this. We're trying to do this. Oh, the Democrats are doing this. Blah, blah. Listen, I'm in Illinois. My name is Derek. I am not Greg. I am not Sam. I am not, whatever. I mean, but if you're going to solicit me for money, at least get my first name right.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start out the dance at least without stepping on each other's toes.
Right. Oh, and, I'm supposed to really care about what's going out in California when we're in Illinois and things are just as broken here as California, Michigan.
It's true.
I mean, and to go back to the topic at hand with Taylor Swift and why she probably isn't getting as much heat. One, she's a superstar. I mean, that goes without saying.
True. TikTok should be a person. If only corporations were people too.
Right. And the backlash that the government would suffer from that would be immense. So if you have, I could almost see that being the new political third rail in a way.
And that's where I think maybe RFK Jr. and a couple of these other people who have their own messaging and brand. Look at, oh my goodness, look at Jamie Raskins, or look at any of the people who like to politicize their. You need to go. Oh, sorry. That try to politicize it. Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the ones that are doing just the spectacle just to continue to do it. It's literal theater.
Yeah.
Buy streaming tickets for the craziness that I get into.
Yep.
I just think that the craziness should stop at hanging out with Post Malone. That's it. I mean, before you know it, you're going to have tattoos on your face and on the tip of your nose and stuff. I don't know what to do. You're listening to Out to Lunch at WRMN. My name is Dennis Sonar Green. I am sitting here with my good friend Derek. We are going over the musings of media. If you'd like to give us a call and join into the conversation, test out our phone lines, 847-931-1410. Don't forget, Matt is in the Redemption Center, 16 Douglas. Radio shopping is still live at WRMN1410.com. This is Out to Lunch. We'll be back after these.
Better. Whether you're in office or out on the town, let us serve up the best in radio company. Stream on the go with our app on Google and Apple. Because lunchtime is your time. Out to Lunch every day from 12 to 2 on WRMN 1410 AM, the talk of the town.
From morning coffee to your evening commute, WRMN 1410 AM is here for you. The faithful friend that brings you local news, timely topics, and the friendliest voices in the Valley. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged with our full lineup of shows, streaming all day, every day at WRMN1410.com or on the WRMN app. Wherever you are, we're right there with you. So why switch stations? Stick with the one that has it all. WRMN 1410 AM, your daily companion, your constant conversation.
Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioids after the C-section, when Dad injured his back, when your basketball star tore his ACL, opioids helped with the pain, and you held on to them just in case. But did you know holding on to unused opioids puts your family at risk? Opioids are powerful pain-reducing prescription medicines, but most people who are prescribed opioids don't finish their prescriptions. So millions of unused opioids are sitting in homes across the country. And tragically, more than 100 Americans die every day from overdoses involving opioids. What can you do to protect your family? Remove the risk of unused opioids from your home. Pills, patches, or syrups in drawers, purses, and cabinets, anywhere they might be hiding. To find out how to dispose of them properly, visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Columbia College of Missouri Elgin campus is intent in their commitment to open doors and support those who strive for excellence. Too many people have been made to feel that higher education isn't a place for them, that it is someone else's dream. But Columbia College of Missouri has changed all that. With individualized attention and ongoing support, Columbia College knows a future built by you is a future built for you. Columbia College of Missouri Elgin campus, your new starts now. Visit ccis.edu.
Family owned for over 40 years with 3 locations around the Elgin area, Beef Villa is open and ready to serve you. Stop in or drive through and get your lunch or dinner hot and fast. Enjoy burgers, dogs, chicken, and of course beef is waiting for you at either Elgin locations or South Elgin location of Beef Villa. Stop in for the Friday fish special, Villa Burger, pulled pork, or the incredible salads available from Beef Villa. Need help feeding a large group? Catering is always easy with Beef Villa. Go to beefvilla.com for catering options. That's beefvilla.com.
As the Elgin Police Department continues to participate in the distracted driving campaign, they wanted to share some tips from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration website regarding safe driving. If you are expecting a text or need to send one, pull over and park your car in a safe location. Once you are safely off the road and parked, it's safe to text. Designate your passenger as your designated texter. Allow them to access your phone to respond to calls or messages. Do not engage in social media scrolling or messaging while driving. Are you struggling not to text and drive? Activate your phone's Do Not Disturb feature or put your cell phone in the trunk, the glove box, or the back seat of your vehicle until you arrive at your destination. Remember, the Elgin Police are conducting directed patrols to enforce distracted driving violations. Just drive and stay safe. A message from our friends at the Elgin Police Department and your friends here at WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Those are some sick bass licks right there. Just take it for a walk, buddy, right? Do you play bass, Derek?
I don't play any instrument.
Don't play any instrument?
No, I don't.
Not even the kazoo?
Oh, okay. I could blow the kazoo.
Yeah. You whistle?
Not very well.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
No, I was more athletically inclined as opposed to doing the whole instrument thing.
So you were on the team, not the band.
I was definitely on the team, on the field playing.
Okay. What position did you play?
Let's see. So for high school football, I was a tight end. I was a catcher also on the baseball team.
There you go. You look like a baseball player. You look like you're built like a baseball player a little bit.
Well, thank you.
Either a tight end.
Well, okay, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to be good, Sonar. I'm trying to be good. This is Monday after all, and it was just 420, so yeah, whatever.
That's it. It is Earth Day.
Yes.
By the way, the Earth Day as it goes.
Hey, all right.
Environmentalists say one way to cut back on plastics is making a few simple choices at the grocery store, because there's a lot of that extra stuff that's out there. Let me play a real quick clip from News Nation. Wait, please.
We eat a lot of peanut butter in our house, and so I look for glass jars rather than plastic jars. We
drink out of.
Bought some oranges that I put in my reusable bag, my produce bag. When I purchase fish, I ask them not to put it in a plastic bag, but just wrap it regularly in paper.
The UN says humans produce more than 440 million tons of plastic, as if there was anybody else in the race.
Yeah, well,
humans produce. Why didn't you just say we produce? Who else are you reading to? Anyway, tons of plastic waste each year. Many single-use plastics pollute the world's waterways and take up space in landfills for decades. You know those things that are wrapped 3 different ways?
Sure.
They're wrapped in the whole big thing together, and then you get a little tiny one, and then the little tiny, like I love Mondos.
Okay.
I love them, but they've got a big wrapper, a little wrapper, and then another smallest wrapper in it.
And just for those, and well, okay, I'm going to be selfish here.
Yeah.
What are Mondos?
They're the or Mambos, the little Mambo guys. They're little soft chew guys that come in like raspberry and citrus flavors.
So like
and stuff.
Starburst or something?
Kind of like that.
Okay.
Like a little softer, more taffy like Starburst.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I could put it at that.
Sure.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're good. They got a sour aspect of them too. If you want to go that route with it. But the issue I got with them, because I only get them every once in a while, but the issue I got with them is that it's so much.
Yeah, all the wrappings and everything you're talking about. Okay.
My goodness, if I had to lay all of the wrapping out, it would easily be 3 square feet.
That's a lot of wrapping.
That is a lot of wrapping. It's crazy. Well, maybe not. Yeah. No, it could be 3 square feet because of all of the different individual packages. You think of it like a Starburst or whatever, and if you had to layer out every single one of those.
No, absolutely. So you got the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got, for Starburst.
Yeah, Starburst is just a 2, right?
Just the 2, right?
This one that is so fancy, it needs a 3rd one.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So you go the highfalutin
I do go
candy, right?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
route.
Flan and everything.
Gotcha.
Judith Enoch with the Beyond Plastics.
Even small steps make a difference because big supermarkets notice when people ask for less packaged material. Also, our kids pay attention. If they're shopping with us and you talk about why you're reaching for the glass jar rather than the plastic jar, it's an opportunity for education.
Again, according to the UN, people buy 1 million plastic bottles every minute, hour, or day.
I would probably have to say minute.
That's insane.
Yes, I was paying attention.
1 million plastic bottles every minute. 5 trillion plastic bags are used worldwide every year, and half of all plastic produced are made for single use.
You really? Okay, sorry. I didn't realize that there was going to be a pop quiz. I felt like I was the deer in the headlight. Sir. I'm like, oh my God. Yes, I guess right.
I'm an educator, sir. The whole world is a pop quiz, right? It's just out there. So no, that is a lot of junk, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember the single-use cheeses?
Yeah.
That are out there too?
Sure.
I mean, because this is the other thing. So you either go single use and keep everything fresh and without any of that silicate powder in it to separate it.
Yep.
Or you got to go silicate powder side just so that everything doesn't stick together.
Yeah.
Could you imagine just a bag of Starburst all stuck together in one giant hunk that you just got to gnaw on?
Well, that's kind of like going to the nacho platter tray and pulling out the one nacho, and it's like, the half the tray. Well, that's mine now.
That's mine. It's true. Lori Grimstead says, don't point that banana at me. Stick them up. That's it. So anyway, Earth Day. Reason I also bring up Earth Day is Matt McNeil at 3 to 6 for the radio shopping. He has some great bundles that are coming up specifically for Earth Day. to help with the environment, to help recycle some things.
There you go.
It's really, really neat what he's got planned today. Don't forget, that's 3 to 6 every Monday through Friday. And if you just want to go meet him, if you want to just have a conversation with him outside of the studio, unlike how I just roped Derek to just come in here, you can go meet him. 16 Douglas, the Redemption Center right there. Do a little radio shopping. Save the gas on the way over. That's the way to do it. So that's what I like. I don't know if you heard about the radio shopping stuff. It's phenomenal. So if you're already going out to go do something, you got to spend all that gas to go out there and do it, especially out here, out west. There's not really like public transportation specifically for that place you want to go.
Not yet.
You're going to walk, right? You're going to get some sort of walking done. Now imagine you got to carry all that crap.
Oh, yeah.
So now you got to drive absolutely everywhere you go. So what I do now is if I need something done, like I got to go get an oil change or I got to do that. I've been talking about this oil change for a week. The listeners are going to yell at me, and it's just going to be some kind of weird stick.
Hey, you got your light on?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely on. I need to get it. So now the boss lady's watching, so now she's going to yell at me about it, too. I need to stop telling people how terrible I am with vehicles. But anyway, what's great about it is I'm not bad at saving. So I go and find somebody who's good at vehicles, and then I go over and take care of it. And if I got to drive to a different town or I got to find a good place, because that's always hard to do. You always you got to know a guy, or you found Jimmy recommended me, right? Type of thing. So what I do is I go on WRMN1410.com. I find the area that I'm going to be in.
Okay.
And then I say, okay, what can I do in that area since I'm going to be over there anyway?
Sure.
Like you got to go visit somebody. Maybe you got tickets to something.
Okay.
And you turn around, I got to be in that area anyway. Let me see what I can get for dinner, right? You got to look for that.
Sure, you got to eat. You got to survive.
Yep. So you go to the radio shopping side. You say, hey, I'm already going to go see a play.
Mm-hmm.
Bundle it up with some dinner, or look, you got to take the in-laws out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they live all the way out on the other side of Bartlett or wherever they've got around here, right?
Gotcha.
So you say I got to drive all the way out there. Maybe I live in I don't know what's north of here, DeKalb and things like that.
DeKalb. Sycamore, I think.
Yeah, so maybe you could easily live 40-some minutes away from somebody around here.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So if I'm going to take that trip, and I'm already spend the $8 for it. Yeah, is that little Mini that came by? Absolutely. It pedals on the outside.
I know, right? Flintstones.
So you go and you get it, and honestly, if I can save $4 to $5, I count it as that was my gas money.
Sure.
For doing it. So
absolutely.
That's how I look at it. Free gas out there in the world to go do it. WRMN 1410 is the place to go. We're going to hit one more break, and then when we come back, we're going to hit some offbeat news that isn't necessarily on the beat. It's the offbeat news.
Oh, just like I'm feeling right now.
Out to lunch, WRMN 1410, WRMN1410.com. I'm Dennis, that's Derek. We'll be back after these.
Thirst-quenching craft beers await you on tap at the Spotted Fox Ale House in St. Charles with food and drink specials daily. Stop in on Tuesdays for half-off Black Angus burgers and $4 nitro drafts. Fridays feature the Spotted Fox Atlantic Cod Fish Fry. It's hand-dipped in Blue Moon batter, giving it a light, crispy coating, and served on a bed of fries. Grab your boots for country line dancing Saturdays. Watch all the games at the Spotted Fox. Spotted Fox is now hiring, so stop by and apply. Check out SpottedFoxAlehouse.com.
One of the things we're proud of at WRMN is our connection to the local community. In fact, recently we hosted a fundraiser for a longtime listener, Gene Wheeler, and first shift listener George Rollinson says it turned out perfectly.
Perfection is a moving target. You try to hit that bullseye and you zone in on it. It moves a little to the left and it moves a little to the right. I don't know. I'd say we hit a bullseye. I don't know how that could have been any better.
Working together to make Elgin better. We are WRMN AM 1410, serving the local community since 1949.
Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioids after the C-section, when Dad injured his back, when your basketball star tore his ACL. Opioids helped with the pain, and you held on to them just in case. But did you know holding on to unused opioids puts your family at risk? Opioids are powerful pain-reducing prescription medicines, but most people who are prescribed opioids don't finish their prescriptions. So millions of unused opioids are sitting in homes across the country. And tragically, more than 100 Americans die every day from overdoses involving opioids. What can you do to protect your family? Remove the risk of unused opioids from your home. Pills, patches, or syrups in drawers, purses, and cabinets, anywhere they might be hiding. To find out how to dispose of them properly, visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Beef Villa's 3 locations offer more than their signature Italian beef. Try the Italian sausage, roasted chicken, and more. There's a huge variety of delicious side dishes. Beef Villa uses quality ingredients from homemade recipes and buys top quality food products from their vendors to bring you the absolute best tasting food. Beef Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fast. Visit beefvilla.com.
Dine out with family and friends at Nick's Pizza in Elgin or Crystal Lake. Nick serves up award-winning thin crust and Chicago-style pizza. Eat in or carry out. In addition to Nick's fabulous pizza, let Nick's cater your events with pizza, pasta, Italian beef, and other delicious offerings. Their big banquet rooms can accommodate all your event needs. So, for great pizza in a Northwoods, cabin-style atmosphere, bring family and friends to Nick's. Visit nickspizzapub.com.
Let me tell you a story about Bill. Bill was a normal guy in his 50s. He had back surgery about 2 years ago. Bill was in a lot of pain. He dealt with his pain by taking the Percocets his doctor prescribed for him. Bill took more and more and more of them to help with the pain, until one day the prescriptions weren't enough to get rid of Bill's pain. Then one day Bill found someone to help him get rid of the pain with illegal drugs he didn't need a prescription for. Fast forward to today. Bill lost his job and his family. The only thing he does have is his drug dealer. If you know Bill's story and you don't want to end up like Bill, call the Detox and Treatment Helpline right now to get away and get treatment. 800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. Call right now. Help is standing by. 800-694-1127.
Welcome back to WRMN 1410. That's right, it's out tonight. My name is Dennis Sonar. I am sitting here with my friend Derek, who has come by to spend some time with us, spend some time out to lunch himself. He's the one who's out to lunch today, not just us.
Howdy, y'all. What's going on? Happy Monday.
That's it. What do you do media-wise, sir? I know you're working on a few projects here and there.
Oh, right now I feel like I'm deck of guest host or guest.
It seems like that's the way that I go these days.
Guest on everything, a professional guest?
I'm a professional guest. I've guest on 2 or 3 different Chicago Bears podcasts. I mean, with the upcoming draft this Thursday, Caleb Williams and all that fun stuff. Then I have my own radio show where I talk about my own struggles with mental health, the demons, and going through all of that with a divorce. just trying to get right with that, and it's it's a constant battle. Then production wise, I help someone out at the school with Hoops of Promise. Shout out to Tilo out there, and consequently also the Parlay, which is a boxing podcast that they do on YouTube as well, and that's with 15-year NBA veteran Kendall Gill. So I mean that's pretty cool that I get to rub shoulders with those guys, and I mean the environment at the school, you're always rubbing shoulders with some form of person, celebrity-ish, even if it's like an L or an M list celebrity kind of thing.
This industry in general, I mean, that's what I tell a lot of people too, is just to turn around and, excuse me.
No worries.
No, don't do that.
No,
don't do that one. But no, I tell everybody to just start doing it.
Yeah,
do whatever
absolutely.
you got. Like if you wanted to be a NASA astronaut, go to NASA and ask if you can sweep the floors. Can I sweep the floors and just like hang out with you guys? Because that's it. You go to a place and you say, look, I'm here to hang out with you and figure out what's going on. And in media, you get to hang out with so many different people in so many different places.
Well, prime example with that, me being on an actual radio station right now, and all I was doing was coming here to check out the radio station and see what you were doing with it. So, and to be honest with you, I was like, this is how like weird my brain is. Like, no, I'm not. I don't think I'm ready yet. And then the other part of me is kicking myself in the butt, going, "Yes, you are.
Yeah,
You're doing this. You're actually on actual radio right now." So, I mean, that's the type of opportunity and everything that this little visit afforded me.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Is because even then, with me, it's not every day that I get to meet somebody who's got a cooler job than I do.
Okay.
And Friday, we got to hang out at the record store just down the road, Rediscovered Records over here.
Okay, sure.
For Record Day.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is cool to be able to do this in the middle of the day. So here's my advice. I'm not saying like everybody jump around and go get a W-2 job over at Cumulus and be done with it. What I'm saying is start something. You could be a broadcaster right now.
I think I just kind of done that.
You are. You're a broadcaster right now.
I'm a broadcaster right now. Holy crap.
That's what I'm saying. Is that's how easy it is to be a broadcaster in these days. Now I'm not saying it's not hard work.
Oh, it's hard work.
I'm saying it's easy to get in.
Sure.
Now the threshold of being a broadcaster has now really, really lowered.
Yeah.
Especially with our phones.
Sure, absolutely.
That's the biggest thing.
I mean, going back to the top of the hour, really, when we were talking about the social media aspect of things, anyone who wants to do any sort of media can do it.
Yeah.
The level of the iPhones, the I don't know, the Samsungs, the Galaxies or whatever, those cameras are insane. Those audio capabilities are insane with the right hookup. It quite literally, you have artists, singers that actually do their own music videos on iPhones or Samsungs or whatever. I mean, granted, they're getting pushed by Samsung or Apple or whatever, but they're doing it and it looks phenomenal. So that's yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. And marketers say TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook have the biggest potential growth in 2024, according to HubSpot blog research.
Still.
Yep. 60% of marketers will increase their investment in those apps.
Oh, well, I guess I really need to start doing something on those platforms. Well,
those are the big
there.
those are the big three, man. I mean, Instagram and Facebook are kind of the same thing. It depends on what age bracket you fit in, I think is really what it is. I mean, most social media is all the same stuff, just repackaged in a different format for it.
Well, it's a good thing that I could fit into multiple age demographics because I go from 13 all the way up to like 80.
Yeah.
That's the way my mentality
of the different
is.
flavors of things.
Yeah. So it can get crazy.
They say, according to a study, 1 in 10 Gen Zers is more likely to rely on TikTok than Google.
Sure.
That was an Adobe study.
Okay.
TikTok has the third best engagement rate, according to marketers. Of marketers surveyed, 13% said that TikTok has the highest engagement rate. Ahead of TikTok is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. That's another HubSpot blog research side of it.
And it makes complete and total sense because those are definitely the 3 apps that I know about. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are like fringe other apps, but I'm not exactly sure if they're used for like streaming, like Telegram or, I think that's just like a telephone communication app kind of deal.
And a lot of them are third party type of things too, because you got the main dogs and then you got the rest of it. Well, sir, I really appreciate you hanging out with me today, getting this studio warmed up and moving.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. This has been awesome.
Yeah, anytime. Come on over. You want to come down, you want to hang out with us, if you want to be part of this community that we are building here at WRMN, you can. Studio 14, it's 14 Douglas. I call it Studio 14 because, it's the address. The Redemption Center, 16 Douglas, 847-741-7700 is still open. Go ahead and give Matt McNeil a call before he goes on the air at 3. And don't forget, in the morning, first shift with Marky B.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Out to Lunch rotates again and again, forever and ever, and so on and so forth. Don't forget, WRMN1410.com is the place to go for all your deals, radio shopping deals, that is. We'll see you tomorrow here on Out to Lunch, but stand by for some Straight Talk Money.